Do you see? I'm literally her twin. Do I look like her? Hello and welcome to the #1 place on YouTube for all things beauty, lifestyle hacks, and activating your inner creativity. I am Usiko Beauty and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're a new person, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're already part of the family, you already know the vibes. So today's video, I actually recreated my favorite, well, not my favorite because there's like a billion of them to choose from, makeup look by NAOMI Campbell. I'm super obsessed with her. I think she's absolutely gorgeous. I mean, who doesn't? And she's still fine. I was just scrolling through the Pinterest and I was like, oh my goodness, this is a cute photo. So I'm gonna go ahead and post a photo right there. Look just like me, don't it? I had so much fun recreating this look. I hope you enjoy it. If you're interested to see how this came to be from scratch to now, go ahead and keep on watching. So I'm starting off with a clean face. Nothing's on there except for some moisturizer. I literally just washed my face, put on some lotion, and I got in front of the camera. I'm gonna start off with moisturizing my lips because, you know, we don't need no ashy lips. I'm going in with my damp beauty blender and I'm starting off with my foundation. Maybelline Fit Me Matte in the color Mocha. I put a little bit on the back of my hand and I'm just gonna pick it up with this side of my beauty blender. I'm gonna just tap it in. For this look, I'm not gonna do like a full coverage. I don't want anything too crazy. I just wanna even the things out before I start applying my foundation. And I'm not foundationing my makeup. I'm just putting it all over and just dabbing that baby in. Just like that. Yo, I'm so excited to do this look because let me tell you something. Naomi, that's my mother, okay? That's my other mother. I'll tell you that right meow. And I'm honestly just tapping it. I'm gonna add a little bit more. Just so I am making sure that this part is nice and covered up. And tap that up. And I'm just tapping it because it kind of helps move the product a little bit. A lot of it will get absorbed into the sponge. That's okay. It is a drugstore product, so we can always replace it. Not saying that you want to, because look, I'm trying to save my money, girl. That's why I shop there. But it's not too bad if we end up using it. You dig? And I'm just going to use whatever's left over on the back of my hand. I'm just going to tap it onto my face and then blend it in. Now that I have my foundation on, I'm going to go ahead and start concealing. I'm going in with my Maybelline concealer in the color Mocha. No, Cafe. I put like one or two, I would say two or three dots, depending, like right underneath my eyeballs like that. I'll put a little bit, is that a fly? Don't piss me off. I'm going to put a little bit on my forehead. Now because I didn't put that much foundation, I don't want to put too much concealer. Now that I have that baby on, I'm going to go ahead and use the same side, not the same side. So I'm going to go ahead and use the same tip, but I'm going to use the opposite side of the sponge. And I am going to tap the product in like so. Bow, just like that. This I'm going to move up and down, almost like rubbing it, but I still want it to, you know, tap, tap, tap. I'm going to go in on this side as well. I know I haven't blended this all the way out. I will go back and finish that once I get the rest of my face looking the way I want it to. Just like that. And then here, literally, I'm just using the very tip and I'm just, this honestly feels really cool. I'm like a little kid, but this part feels really, really cool. Oh, just like that. And then for underneath my cheeks, my cheekbones, I'm actually going to go in with the flat side. I'm going to move the product. I kind of want to keep it, I want to see that difference between up here. That's going to be kind of like a backwards contour. Just moving the product down honestly and just blending it out. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Like that. Creating that line. And then we're going to go back to this side and blend it all the way out. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, yes. That fly's gonna have to go. I'm telling you, if I see it. Have y'all ever seen that episode of That's So Raven? When she's like trying to work out and that fly comes and it's all buzzing around. That's how I feel right now. Like I'm like, if I see it anywhere, I'm gonna try to get it. Hopefully it doesn't land on my face and I try to get it like how she did. Cause she smacked the best out of her face. I literally as a kid was laughing so hard, but I was like, that would totally be me. So now I'm gonna go back into using my foundation. I'm going to reapply the foundation. In all those places. Other side. And I'm gonna blend it in together. Specifically on my nose because I don't want it to be too crazy over there. But you know. Excuse me. Bow. In the picture, it looked very natural, so I'm not trying to do like a caked face. That's why I'm trying to keep it nice and basic, not full coverage, just something neutral, something like, yes, this is my skin. So while I've got that going, I'm actually gonna go in with my powder. It's a loose powder. I don't know what color this is. Color 120. I don't remember where I got this. I lost the cover because that's who I am. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna shake the product so I can get it up. I just spilled it all over myself. Cool. And I'm going to use the flat side, this side, to pick it up. I'm gonna tap it underneath my eye. And the picture, she actually has her face like underneath her eyes very, very bright, so that's why I'm gonna try to bake it. So I'm gonna add that there and I'm gonna let it sit while we do the rest of the face. Bow. I'm not gonna do anything else to the face, I'm just gonna leave that there. Usually when I'm baking, I will add it, you know, to anywhere that I added the concealer. I'm not gonna do all of that. I'm just gonna keep it right here because I want that to be the lightest part of my look. There we go. Next, we're gonna go ahead and do the eyebrows. She actually has really, really thin eyebrows, and that's kind of like my favorite thing ever. Once I, you know, started doing my eyebrows, I usually do them. First of all, let's talk about this. My eyebrow journey. I've had box eyebrows, I had the Raven Simone eyebrows, I've had all of them. The thin eyebrows are my favorite, but I can't always pull it off depending on like what look I'm going for. That's when I'll do the thin eyebrows. So I have done it prior to this, and so I'm gonna kind of just recreate it. But usually the way I do it, I usually just draw them straight across because I like a very like almost gothic. Hers are curved. They go with the natural face of her, the natural contour of her face. So that's kind of what I'm gonna try to recreate. I'm going in with my my Milani Precision Brow in the color Ebony 160, and I just brushed them up using the little spoolie that it comes with. And no, I don't shave my eyebrows, they just don't grow. Okay, they never have, never will, we are okay with it. R.I.P. So I'm gonna just twist up a little bit. I know when I used this earlier, it didn't come out as strong as I wanted it to, but we gonna make it work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look just natural, how my face naturally sits. And in the picture, her eyebrows kind of follow her nose shape. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. Again, usually when I do my eyebrows, I just start here and I go straight across. I'm gonna try to curve it. How that's gonna look. I did 2 strokes and I'm high. Wait. Sorry, sorry. Oh man, don't play with me. I'm not actually going to do the whole like glue down my eyebrows and conceal and do all of that. I'm not doing all of that. I naturally don't have thick eyebrows, so for me I can get away with it, but if you need to, go ahead and do it for you, girl. I'm not gonna tell you what to do with your face, but this is what I'm doing with my face. So I'm gonna go just like that. And I kind of want it to just like that. Usually, again, I usually go like here, but I want it to kind of go off the eyebrow. Instead of curving downwards, I'm gonna just let it go towards my ear, you know, behind this thing. So I'm gonna just draw like that. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. And I'm paying attention to the way my eyebrows are falling naturally. So if you see here, I kind of just flicked it off. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna try to curve it down. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I was drinking an energy drink earlier, and the bubbles is coming back. What y'all think? Are we done? Is we good? Can I go now? No, no, no. You can't. We're not finished, girl. So they're not showing up as dark as I want them to, but I can fix that. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna go in with a eyeliner, a liquid eyeliner. I know this is a little extreme, but I feel like it's gonna help. Went in with my NYX/NYX, because I never know what y'all call it, in vinyl, in the color black. I don't know why I had to look at it to know that it's black, but you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm really nervous because this is kind of a big deal. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start looking at it where I want it darker. Is I'm gonna go right here. I'm not gonna start all the way at the inside, and I'm not gonna go all the way to the end. I'm gonna just start right around here and carefully yes, yes, carefully. That's exactly what I needed it to do. Ooh, ooh. See, now it looks like a tattoo. I'm so excited. I'm gonna clean this up with some concealer. So I'm gonna go back with that Maybelline concealer, and I'm actually going to use a lip brush. I use my lip brush not for my lips, but to help me with my eyebrows. I don't know how I managed to do that. So whoopsie. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my concealer, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just add it on underneath my eyebrows, just like that. And I'm also gonna add a little bit to my hand. So what I'm doing is I'm just pressing it, twisting it so I can get the product on the back of my hand. That's gonna be available for me when I start cleaning it up. And with that lip liner, I like using this because it's nice and thin and very precise, and I can trace out the shape of the eyebrow exactly how I want it. You can use whatever that you like to use. I like to use a lip liner. And what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna start moving the product that's already on my face with this. And I'm moving the product closer and closer to where I drew the eyebrow. And I want it to accentuate the curve. And then I'm gonna blend it out to the rest of the eyebrow. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up some more product from the back of my hand, and I'm gonna focus more of it right over here because I want to clean up and cover up the little hairs that I have. Bow. Yes, girl. Yes, you did that. It's one eyebrow, and I'm like, literally, don't ever, forever, okay. And I'm just just moving the product down because you want to blend it all together, just like so. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. And the reason why you want to conceal after you do your shape is because it kind of makes the eyebrow pop. The contrast between the dark eyebrow and the concealer, it helps create that depth, that dimension, which is kind of like the whole point. Well, not the whole point, but that's pretty much how makeup works. If you are an artist, you understand that you can start off with a blank piece of paper and all you have to do is create shadows and do all of that to create the depth, to make something that's completely flat look 3D. That's pretty much what you're doing with makeup, contouring, doing all that great jazz. Yes? Hi, baby.
I love you.
Can you kisses?
Of course.
I don't know. Oh, heck! What? There's a fly in here. Like,
what's up?
There's a fly in here. Can you kill it?
Where is it?
I don't know. Probably not right now, but
at some point I'll get it.
Eventually. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and continue. See, now I think I put too much concealer on this side compared to this side. That's okay, that's why we do this. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some of that product and I'm just gonna line the top part and move it so that it's not too crazy. I'm just gonna take some of the product from this side and bring it to this side, because yeah, I did put too much. And I'm using the back of my finger to just kind of blend that out. So don't look too crazy now. I'm gonna bring that down. I feel like I did too much. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to that Milani pencil, eyebrow pencil, and I'm gonna try to blend the front part to the middle part where we added the liquid. This is helping kind of mute it a little bit because it was looking a little Sharpie liner. We don't want that. Remember, I want to follow the shape. See over here, I did my natural thing where I started off straight across, unlike this where I curved it. So I'm going to not necessarily do all of that, but and the beauty of not having eyebrows is you get to create whatever shape you want. So I'm gonna go back with my lip liner / eyebrow concealer, and I'm gonna clean this part up. And I'm gonna try to erase that straight line that I did earlier, pretty much with the concealer. Look, eyebrows are not twins, they are sisters, sometimes cousins, and that's okay. We're gonna leave her alone. She gonna do what she wanna do. She did what she needed to do. It is what it is. There's room for everybody around here. So now to go ahead and get started with the actual eyeshadow look, I'm actually gonna go in with my C'est Fantastique palette. I will not put this on camera because of how janky it looks, okay? I will just show you my dog got to it. And it pretty much the inside of it, so I'm not going to show you all of that. So I'm going in with a blending eyeshadow brush, and I'm going in with a dark brown. I'm picking up as much product as I can. I'm adding it pretty much where my brow bone starts. So this is where my brow bone is. Usually I would add my highlighter here when I'm doing my eyeshadow, so I'm gonna add that color here. I'm going to be very careful not to bring it up to the eyebrow. We're just gonna add it right there. We're just gonna tap it on. And I'm gonna tap it on this side. As you can see, it's a very dark brown, and I love just patting on the product, making sure she is there to be seen. And I'm just moving her around a little bit, just patting in before I start to brush. And now that we are here, I'm just gonna brush her back and forth. Again, making sure not to go to the top, just back and forth. And I'm bringing it all the way to the bridge and then back out, just like that. And we're gonna clean all of that up anyway, so no stress about it. I'm gonna be going into my Huda Beauty Textured Eyeshadow Palette. I know I said this was drugstore. You can literally find a black eyeshadow at the drugstore. I just don't happen to have them right now. So that's the only exception, and I promise you I'm literally only using the black. I'm using the black truffle, still using that same brush, and I'm just gonna pick up a little bit. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a V. So I'm starting at the end of my eye. I'm creating a V with that black. Again, you can use any black eyeshadow that you can find. I just cannot find any right now. And I'm actually very upset about it because I was really looking forward to it being only drugstore products, but that's okay. Just like that. And I'm not bringing it all the way in. I'm just literally creating that V shape just like that. Both sides. I look a little crazy right now, but it's okay, we're gonna clean her up. And I'm going in with my Profusion eyeshadow palette. I am absolutely obsessed with it. Look at all those colors, and yes, I got this at the Walmart, girl. So I'm gonna go in with the color Adventurous, and I'm picking it up with my finger. And I'm gonna tap it onto my eyelid. Applying it all over the eyelid. We're not going up here, we're just sticking it to the eyelid. Not where we added the other eyeshadow with the brush. We're just picking it up with our finger and just tapping it on. Now I'm actually going to go in with a different brush because I think the other brush that I was using low-key had a little bit of a plum eyeshadow from the last time I used it, and I haven't washed it since, so I'm trying to avoid using that. I'm going to go back to that brown that I had picked up earlier, and I'm going to just use it to brush lightly over all of that. And what I'm doing here is I'm just kind of mixing in the brown to that pale color that we just added on, and just bringing it together. I'm blending it out in small circles, just like that. I'm actually gonna go in with the same brush, and I'm gonna use the color New. It's another tan color as well, and I'm gonna apply it up here because it's starting to kind of get too smoky eye-y, and that's not what we're trying to go for. So I'm just gonna clean that up by just covering it up with a color that's pretty much the same color as the concealer that I applied on there earlier, and just bringing it down. Tone all of that down because sis was trying to do the most. Like, where you going, girl? Chill out. Chill out. Yo, yo, yo.
Relax.
Okay? Relax. Because low-key, when I was using the other brush, I was like, and it started to get all the way up here, and we don't need all of that. So I'm just going to keep adding it until I am satisfied with how it looks. Just a nice tan color. Just like that. Ooh, okay, okay, okay. I feel like this is almost turning purple. And I don't like that. I don't like that. Need it to be brown. How did we end up with the purple, girl? So I'm just trying to find a brown color to add on top. I'm just gonna go back to this palette, and I'm going to use this color down here. Add that in there. just to tone her down. Jeez, sis is doing the most. I think we're done with the eyes because I feel like I'm going to start adding way too much. So before we move on, I'm going to go ahead and actually brush off the powder that we added underneath. Just going to wipe that off a little bit. And I'm going to pick up a little bit more with my powder brush and mattify that a little bit. So in the picture, she has a very peachy blush, and I do not actually have a peachy blush, but we're gonna make our own dupe. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna go in with my Milani Lip Stick in the color Naturally Chic 25. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of that. I'm gonna add it to my hand, just like that. I'm gonna use my middle finger and I'm gonna just tap it on to my face. So usually, lately, how I've been doing it is I put it actually on my cheekbones where I usually put the highlight. I'm not going to do that because the way she has hers, it's all kind of concentrated right around here. So that's exactly where I'm going to add my blush. So now that I have that color down, that blush down, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my blush brush and I'm going to pinch it so it looks like this. And then I'm going into my NYX Ultimate Eyeshadow Palette, and I'm gonna brush this across the first four, so the red, the pink, and the orange. I'm gonna use my brush, and I'm gonna just brush it back and forth, just like that. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shake it off, I'm gonna tap it onto my cheeks. Not brushing, tapping, and I'm bringing it up a little bit. Can't really see whether or not it goes all the way up here in the picture. I'm assuming it is. Yeah, we're just gonna add that baby up there, cause why not? And then I'm gonna brush slightly on my cheeks, like the apples on my cheeks. I usually like to smile so I can see where they are, because if I'm like this, you can't see them. And I'm gonna continue to tap that up. So I'm not very satisfied with how my under eyes are. They're not as bright as I want them, so I'm going to go back with my concealer. I'm just going to add a little drop, and I'm going to tap that baby in, preferably not with the finger that we use to brush to tap in the pink. I'm going to use my middle finger, and I'm just going to tap it up there. Yo, I just poked my eyeball. Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. Oh my god, yo. Yo, that shit hurting.
That shit hurting.
Oh my god, that hurt. Yeah, let me keep my eyes closed. There we go. I like that differentiation. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna start contouring my face. I don't have Naomi Campbell cheekbones, so we're gonna create them. With my powder brush. And that brown eyeshadow that I added on my eyeballs earlier, I'm going to use that. I still haven't found a dark enough contour color that actually contours my chocolatey skin at an affordable price. So I'm going to just use that eyeshadow and kind of create the Naomi Campbell cheekbones. Because look, there's only one A, and it ain't me. I'm a rapper. How I'm contouring is I'm just adding it underneath my blush where I added the concealer earlier at the very, very beginning. I'm just creating a shadow that just kind of creating the illusion that I'm snatched, but I'm not, because I like snacks. Look. Pow! So now I'm gonna go ahead and do the lips. She actually has her lips lined with a nude in middle. I was gonna say inside, but with the nude in middle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going in with my brown lip liner by Wet n Wild. And I'm just going to, I'm actually gonna do this very heavy-handed. Bow. So for the inside of my lip, I'm going to use my Milani Lip Stick in the color Teddy Bear number 29. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tap that onto my lip. And this is almost too pink. So I'm going to go into my eyeshadow again. And I'm actually going to pick up the color Polite and Vast, these two colors, with my finger. I'm going to tap them on my lip. That's going to kind of cool it off a little bit. There we go. She has a very ombre lip with the outside being darker. I'm gonna go over that again with my lip liner. In the picture, she actually has her lips kind of glossy. So because I added the eyeshadow, it kind of made it matte. I need it glossy. So I'm gonna go ahead with my Milani lip gloss in the color 10 Gold Dust. Just enough for a little gloss. Before I finish, I'm gonna add some mascara because in the picture, she doesn't have any crazy dramatic lashes. She just has her natural. So I'm gonna my way into this. So I'm gonna use the Telescopic Mascara by L'Oreal. My girl put me on this, and let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Are you listening? Are you listening? Because I got something to say, okay? I got something to say. Listen up. This right here, look. Y'all ain't ready for this. Watch this, watch this, watch. I'm gonna do one eye, and then I'm gonna let y'all compare the two because you're gonna see. Oh, okay, girl, I see you. Sorry. Oh man. Go ahead and just look at it. Look at it. Did I tell you? Did I tell you? Look at this eye and look at this eye. No lashes, just mascara. Get you this, girl. And that is there. Ooh, I like how she turned out. I'll be right back. And there you have it. This is the finished look. Do you see what I see? Do you see? I'm literally her twin. That is the end of the video. Thank you so much for staying all the way at the end. I know it was a little lengthy, but you know what? I had so much fun. If you haven't gotten a chance to subscribe, this is your chance. Go ahead and subscribe. Yeah, I see you. I said pause and go and subscribe. I'll wait. Mona Lisa who? Just kidding. Thanks for doing that, by the way. If you haven't actually pressed the alarm button on there, that is there for you. My ring is on backwards and y'all wasn't gonna tell me? That's what I get for having those skinny fingers. Yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next one. Remember, peace and love makes the world go round. Thanks for watching. Mwah!